close your eyes for a second and let's make an exercise together. Now, I'll repeat random words and you're going to listen. Okay? Let's say banana, spouse, ring, anxiety, divorce, happiness, coffee, identity, wheelchair, car, and so on. You see? This is what are your negative thoughts. Okay? Just signal in your mind. They come, they go. They come and they go. They come and they go. I think there was a study and they said that we have like around 50,000 thoughts a day. Okay? The problem with our thoughts is that we are giving meaning to them. You know, that's the problem. We are assigning the meaning behind those thoughts. Now, the words I repeat, I said to you, are like your thoughts in your head. They are no different. Just words, just noise. And I had to learn this the difficult way. Now, some people will say, but if I have these negative thoughts, why they come? This is for another video. There are quite a few reasons why we have them. I'm going to make a separate video on that. But for now, let's just continue with that short video because my battery will go off soon. Now, as I said, this is random noise in your head. This is how you need to see your negative thoughts. The important part that you are going to play in this is about your selection. Now, when I say coffee, like the name, the word coffee, you can decide with your consciousness to stay with that word for a while, to think of the coffee for a while. Is it in a cup? How does it smell? How does it look like? So what coffee is? Where is it? So on. You're giving meaning, you're giving energy, you're giving power to that thought in this moment. So when someone says to me, I experience negativity in my mind and I'm afraid because they will manifest, those thoughts will manifest. Because this is I had that fear as well. That's okay. You have to realize that this is just a noise in your head. It comes and it can go if you let that word in your mind to pass. You have to just be present and have your day as normal, as usual. Because as soon as you have one thought, another one will come. As soon as you have one thought, another one will come. Now, when you have a negative thought, you don't have to counter around this thought. You don't have to fight back because you're giving. If you fight back, it means that it is triggering something in you. It is making, how to say it, a response. And you don't want that because as soon as you are responding to a negative thought, you are now involved. Your awareness is involved on a deeper level. And the more you're involved with your negative thinking, then that's not good because then we have a problem. That's why people are manifesting what they don't want because they are staying, they are dwelling into the things that they don't like, they don't want. Instead of them just relax and let those words, let that noise just pass by. Like, the reality is this. The reason why we are meditating is not to have nothing in our mind, is to have that kind of a habit and awareness that we let go of what is in our mind. We make just, even, it's not even make a peace with what is in our mind. We just observe. This is the real meditation. So when a negative thought comes, just, you don't have to even acknowledge that. It's just a noise in your head. This is how you should perceive your negative thoughts. Because otherwise, if you start to observe them very actively, they will consume you, meaning they will gain energy, they will gain power over you. You are going to start to feel the negativity. So you don't have to do anything when a negative thought comes to you in your mind. It's just a random noise. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. That's it. Just a noise. Realize that. You have all the power to decide and select on which negative or positive or whatever you want to focus on. And honestly, you don't have to focus on anything that comes to your mind. You don't have to. You can let the mind just run itself. It can speak whatever it wants, that's fine. You don't have to listen to every single word that your mind says to you. Sometimes those negative thoughts may be helpful for you to pay attention to your limiting beliefs, but again, that's for another video. When it comes to anxiety, when it comes to thinking about manifesting the negative thoughts that you have, realize who you are. You are just an awareness. And this awareness can select. You can decide. You can select. You don't have to focus on those negative thoughts. You don't have to make the opposite. You don't have to make an opposite statement, because as soon as you make an opposite statement, it means that it triggers something into your reality. It means something to you. So something negative comes to your mind, and so what? And so what? Nothing. You are unshakable. That's it. You know who you are, you're unshakable, and those thoughts have no power whatsoever, because they're just a noise. Imagine having a relative who is always negative and who is always moaning at you or at anyone, coming to you and complaining. It's just a noise. They're just making a noise. It's the same in your head. Think of that in the same way. So when a negative thought comes, what you need to do? Absolutely nothing. Because as soon as you make something, you start to fight back. You start to think of a positive affirmation. You start to think of something else. Then you are staying in that energy, instead of you letting it just pass by. I don't care. It's just a noise. I want the next one. Oh, I like this thought. Then I'm going to focus on that. You see, you're making the selections. And you have to make that as a habit of selecting what you are going to focus on. Not having that kind of a feeling where you are in a pain or anxiety and stress yourself that this is going to manifest. No. The noise is just a noise. Accept that as a noise. So when a noise comes to your head, what we need to do? Nothing. Because the next thing will come, something else. So when we say mental diet is not really about you forcing yourself 24/7 on what you have to think. It's not just that. It's more about selecting on what you're going to focus on. Because again, we have probably, I think, don't quote me on that, but I'm going to check. I think there are 50,000 different thoughts that are coming to the human mind per day. So your job, it's not to restrict your thoughts, but to select on what you focus on. Ignore the noise, it's irrelevant. The noise in the meaning of the negative thoughts, blah, 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 blah. As I said, imagine being with someone who is always negative. It's your friend, it's someone close to you, but he's always negative and they're always complaining. And so you have to listen to them because they're a friend. This is the similar thing. You just let them be. Let them speak. Let the noise pass by. And then select something else. Then make your decision on what you're going to think. Okay, I had these negative thoughts coming, this noise coming to my mind. Now I can select what I want to focus on. Okay, thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye for now.